And the largest murder investigation in Ohio's history is still unsolved tonight.
Back in April, a killer targeted 8 members of the same family in Pike County. And 90 days into the investigation, investigators have reported no new developments.
Investigative reporter Jody Barr joins us live from the center of the investigation.
Well, just inside this building are the 4 crime scenes where 8 people were slaughtered here 3 months ago. Investigators are still here in Pike County. There's one here tonight, still working to figure out how this happened, who did it, and why. Now, with the months passing by, there are some people here in Pike County worried that at this point, the killer or killers may never be caught. One of the most notorious mysteries in Pike County history lies a few hundred yards beyond the county line. In April, under the cover of night, a killer slipped down Union Hill Road and killed 7 members of the same family. An 8th was killed miles away, all shot to death in their beds. Hard to talk about him today?
Yeah.
Brenda and Richie Farmer lived next door to the Rhoden family. When they went to bed that April night, they would wake to the same news that everyone else soon learned. Their neighbors had been targeted, executed in their sleep.
I tried to call one of them and kind of find out the reason why they didn't answer is like, you gotta be joking me. Just unbelievable.
For 3 months, the Attorney General's office and state investigators have tried to piece enough evidence together to make an arrest. So far, they haven't been able to make that happen. Are there any new developments to report tonight?
You know, we continue to make progress on this investigation. Certainly do not have anything to announce yet.
Ohio AG Mike DeWine told us he's got about 25 agents assigned to the investigation. They're in Pike County almost daily. The state crime labs process more than 100 pieces of evidence, and investigators are still interviewing people. But despite the efforts, the killers are still on the run. How frustrating is it for you to have gone this far and not yet gotten a clear answer as to who the person or the people are who did this?
Well, I think as most people who know me very well will tell you, I'm not really a patient person. You know, I wanted to solve this the first day, but I also knew based on my experience that was very highly unlikely.
DeWine confirmed they have no witnesses, and investigators now know the gunman was part of a larger, coordinated attack.
We assume there are multiple people involved in this case. We think that at some point we will be able to figure exactly out who did it.
DeWine acknowledged the longer this goes, the tougher it is to solve, but investigators are nowhere near considering this case cold. When you lie down at night, does it ever cross your mind that there is a possibility that this case may never be solved?
I still believe we're going to solve this case. Is it possible we never solve it? Sure. Is it possible it goes on for years and then it's solved later? Sure, that's a possibility as well. We're going to stay. We're there until it's all over.
Hey. The farmers still have the only living piece of the Rhodens in the neighborhood. It's Pete, Frankie Rhoden's coon dog. As the farmers wait for answers, they've already made up their minds about what the state of Ohio should do with the killers.
When they're caught, if they're caught, I hope Pike County does believe in the death penalty, because what they've done to this family ought to be done to them.
Now, along with the forensic evidence collected in this case, the AG says they've also collected what he describes as a mountain of digital data, cell phone records, social media postings, and the like. Investigators were here today working on this case, and they will be here tomorrow. The AG says they'll stay here again until this case is closed. Live in Pike County, Jody Barr, Fox 19 Now investigates.